Lions. Kings of the jungle. Majestic, powerful, and undeniably iconic. But behind that golden mane and thunderous roar lies a world of mystery that most people have never heard about. So get ready, because today, we're diving deep into the wild with 40 incredible facts about lions you won't believe. And trust me, you're not ready for some of the things you're about to learn. From behaviors that defy logic to abilities that sound like they're straight out of a fantasy movie, this is the side of lions that documentaries don't show. So stick around until the end. Fact number 37 will blow your mind and completely change how you see these beasts forever. Let's start with something unexpected. Lions can count. That's right, research shows that lions can assess the number of roars they hear from other prides and decide whether they should fight or flee based on how many enemies there might be. It's not just strength they rely on, it's strategy. Female lions do 90% of the hunting. The males? They're more like bouncers, big, scary, and mostly there to defend the pride from rivals. But it's the lionesses who stalk, chase, and bring down the prey. A lion's roar can be heard from up to 5 miles away. That's louder than a rock concert. It's not just for show, it's a territorial warning, a roll call, and an intimidation tactic all in one. Lions once roamed across Europe, Asia, and Africa. That's right, they weren't always limited to the savannas of Africa. Thousands of years ago, they were among the most widespread land mammals on Earth. And while we're talking about history, here's ancient Romans used lions in gladiator arenas, not just for combat, but as tools of execution. A lion's tongue is so rough, it can strip meat from bone. Covered in sharp, backward-facing spines called papillae, it's nature's built-in steak knife. And it's not just their tongue that's weaponized. A lion's swipe can break bones. One strike from their paw, and it's lights out. Now hold on, because lions sometimes climb trees. Yeah, like leopards. In some regions, especially in Uganda, lions have adapted to spend time lounging in tree branches to escape bugs and heat. Lions can go up to a week without drinking water, getting most of their moisture from their prey. And get this, lions sleep up to 20 hours a day. That's not laziness, it's survival. In the scorching African heat, conserving energy is everything. While most big cats are solitary, lions are the only truly social cats. They live in complex family groups, communicate constantly, and even raise their cubs communally. Here's where it gets dark. Male lions will kill the cubs of rival males. It's brutal, but it resets the pride's breeding cycle, allowing the new male to pass on his genes. But the females don't take it lightly. Lionesses will fight to the death to protect their cubs. And when lionesses are from the same pride, their loyalty is unmatched. Now here's a stunner. Lions have a secret weapon in their eyes. A white patch just beneath the eye reflects moonlight and improves night vision. It's nature's built-in night vision goggles. Lion cubs are born with spots. At birth, lion cubs look more like little leopards than miniature lions. These spots help them camouflage in the tall grass while their mothers are out hunting. As they grow older, the spots usually fade, but a few adults keep faint traces of them on their legs or belly. Lions can mate over 100 times in a single day. When a female is in heat, the mating ritual becomes intense, short sessions every 15 to 30 minutes for up to 4 days straight. It's exhausting, relentless, and purely driven by survival. Lions don't purr like house cats. Instead, they communicate with growls, grunts, snarls, and, of course, that spine-chilling roar. Their vocal range is vast, and each sound serves a different purpose in their social hierarchy. Lions can run up to 50 miles per hour, but only for short bursts. Their power lies in ambush, not endurance. After about 100 yards, they overheat and run out of steam, which is why teamwork during a hunt is crucial. A lion's heart is proportionally smaller than other predators. This might sound like a weakness, but it just means they've evolved to be ambush predators, quick, deadly, and precise. Lions hunt mostly at night. Using the cover of darkness and their excellent night vision, they coordinate silent attacks. Their success rate? Surprisingly low, only about 1 in 4 hunts ends in a kill. But when it works, it's a perfectly timed strike. Male lions grow their manes for protection. It's not just about looking regal. The mane cushions their neck during fights with rival males, absorbing bites and swipes. The darker the mane, the more testosterone he has, and the more attractive he becomes to females. Lions are the only cats with visible social structures. Their prides have roles, relationships, alliances, and rivalries, much like human societies. There's a clear hierarchy, and each member knows their place. Lions and hyenas are mortal enemies. Forget the cartoon rivalry, these two are locked in a constant, vicious battle for territory and food. They steal from each other, ambush each other's young, and kill each other on sight. Lions don't always roar. They only do it when they need to, marking territory, locating pride members, or warning intruders. The sound is so powerful, it vibrates through your chest if you're close enough. Lions are capable swimmers. Though they're not known for swimming like tigers, lions can cross rivers if necessary. They just prefer to avoid water when possible. A group of lions is called a pride, but a group of male lions is called a coalition. These coalitions are often formed by brothers, and they work together to take over new territory and dethrone rival males. Lionesses synchronize their births. Within a pride, females often give birth around the same time, allowing them to raise and nurse each other's cubs. It's a survival strategy that increases the chances of cubs making it to adulthood. The oldest recorded lion in the wild lived to be 19 years old. Most wild lions don't make it past 10 to 14 years due to injuries, starvation, or conflict. In captivity, however, they can live into their 20s. Lions have no natural predators, except humans. Poaching, trophy hunting, and habitat destruction have caused their numbers to plummet in recent decades. Today, African lions are classified as vulnerable, and in some regions, critically endangered. Lions can detect scents from miles away. Thanks to an organ in the roof of their mouths called the Jacobson's organ, lions can analyze chemical signals left by other animals. When you see a lion curl its lip after sniffing something, it's not a snarl, it's a behavior called the flamen response, used to taste scents in the air. Lions play a key role in balancing ecosystems. By keeping populations of herbivores like zebras and buffalo in check, they prevent overgrazing, which protects vegetation and even water sources. Without lions, the entire savanna would fall into chaos. Lions don't drink blood. That myth probably comes from how messy they look after a kill. They eat the meat, organs, and even bones, but they're not vampires. What they are, though, is highly efficient, very little goes to waste. Lions are surprisingly affectionate. Within a pride, they greet each other by rubbing heads and licking. These gestures reinforce social bonds, reduce stress, and show trust. It's their way of saying, you're part of the family. Cubs are vulnerable to everything. Eagles, jackals, snakes, and even buffalo will kill lion cubs if they get the chance. That's why lionesses hide their young in tall grasses for the first 6 weeks, and only introduce them to the pride when they're strong enough to hold their own. A lion's claws can be over an inch long. Retractable and razor-sharp, they're used to hold onto prey, climb, and fight. They sharpen them constantly just by walking. The outer layers wear down to reveal sharper edges underneath. Lions aren't always brave. In fact, they're careful. Before charging a rival or confronting a threat, lions assess every possible risk. If the odds aren't in their favor, they back down. It's not cowardice, it's survival. But when they do decide to fight, it's with full force and zero hesitation. In 1898, 2 lions killed over 130 people in Kenya. These weren't just any lions, these were the infamous Tsavo man-eaters. The strangest part? They hunted together, without a pride, and stalked humans like prey. Today, their skulls are on display in the Field Museum of Natural History in Chicago. Lion cubs often don't survive. Despite the protective nature of the pride, more than half of all lion cubs die before they reach 1 year old, mainly due to starvation, infanticide, or predation. Lions are a symbol in over 30 national emblems. From coats of arms to currency, they're seen as icons of power, courage, and nobility across cultures. Yet ironically, while the world idolizes lions, their populations are vanishing in the wild. There may be fewer than 20,000 lions left in the wild. That's right. The king of beasts is now at risk of losing its throne forever. Conservation efforts are ongoing, but they need global support, because without serious action, the roar of the lion may one day fall silent. So there you have it, 40 jaw-dropping facts about lions that prove there's so much more to these animals than we ever imagined. They're strategists, warriors, caretakers, and survivors. And if this video made you see lions in a whole new light, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more wild discoveries. Because the animal kingdom? It's full of secrets, and we're just getting started.